by Campbell. Throws to first in time to end the inning. So in the inning, no runs on a hit, no errors. And one left. Stretch time here. We go bottom 7. 5-0 Olivet Nazarene. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Already back here at Route 66 Stadium in Joliet, Illinois, as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Ryan Campbell starting it off for Olivet Nazarene. 5-0 ball game. There's a swing and a foul ball off to the right side out of play, and it is now 1 ball and 1 strike to Campbell. Understand our stream dropped there for a short while. We have it back, and we thank you for your patience and apologize for that. Campbell in the game, sacrificed his last time up, got a run in. Swinging a foul back off to the right side out of play, and it's now 1-2. Campbell to walk, a ground out, and then the sacrifice. Beautifully executed that drove in a run back in the 4th inning. That was a really impressive run that Olivet Nazarene scored back in that 4th inning. There's a ball low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the 2-2 from Basevicius, down and in, and 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Olivet Nazarene 6 outs away from winning the 2019 CCAC championship. There's a swing and a ground ball to the right side, directly at second base. Broccolino to first, and that is the first out of the inning. Top of the order coming up here in this inning, and now after Campbell grounds out, that'll bring up R.W. Reno, the center fielder. Reno, a single, a strikeout, and a 3 unassisted putout. He scored a run tonight. He squares the bunt here, pulls it back, and the pitch is going to miss low for ball 1. Olivet Nazarene set the tone early in this game. 4 runs. In the first, they've added a run since then in the 4th. That's where they have their total of 5. High foul fly, left side. That'll be out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to R.W. Reno. Robert Morris they have had base runners on in most of the innings here in this game. They have 3 hits, but they've been the beneficiaries of some walks. There's another high pop-up, left side, foul territory, out of play. 1-2 now to Reno, but they've run into some outs on the bases, and as we saw at the end of the last half inning, got victimized by some stellar defense. One ball and 2 strikes. Alex Basevicius has pitched well. He came out in the first inning. There's a breaking ball, hit in the air, center field, not deep, coming on Kinnair on and to his right, and he reaches up and has it for the second out of the inning. 2 down, and that'll bring up Nathan Moonen. Moonen flied to center field his last time up. Also as a sacrifice and a walk. There's a ball low, 1-0 if I read the writing in my scorebook correctly. He had a busy time of it looks like, judging from what was going on in the second inning. There's a swing and a foul ball off to the right side, a high pop-up right side and out of play. So 1-1 to Nathan Moonen. We play in the bottom of the 7th inning, and it's been all Olivet Nazarene tonight. As they lead at 5-0. There's a wave and a miss. Good pitch from Pasevicius. And Moonen behind now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on here in the 7th inning. Tyler Fisher would be next if the inning continues. 1-2 pitch, foul back. Moonen doing a good job there of getting a piece of it to stay alive in the at-bat. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the kick and the pitch. Breaking ball just off the outer edge, and that makes it 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pasevicius kicks and throws. There's a line drive and over a leaping Broccolino at second base and into right field for a base hit. Broccolino timed it well, but Moonen aboard for the second time tonight, and that'll bring up Tyler Fisher.
The first baseman, Tyler Fisher.
Seen a couple of those plays, those leaps perfectly timed for, those are always fun outs to call. Not so there, however, as Broccolino not quite able to get to it. There's a swing and a high fly ball on the right field line, slicing into foul territory. Duggar giving chase, runs into the fence down there as he could not get to it. That was beyond the pitching mounds of the right field bullpen, and it looks like that fence had a little give there, judging from the way it reacted when he went into it. He's okay, it looks like. Take another look through the binoculars here. Yep, he's walking back to his spot in right field, and that's a long strike, and it's 0-1 to Fisher. What was it we saw earlier on in the game as well in the outfield? Mason Sherrill hurdle the left field railing near the bullpen, down near the left field corner. That was neat to see. I got to give him props for that. Here's the 0-1, breaking ball high, and it's now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first, 2 down in the 7th inning. 5-0 Olivet Nazarene the lead. There's a breaking ball, nicely executed, strike on the outside edge. And that makes it 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Pasevicius comes set. He'll throw to first and the runner back in, standing up. Olivet Nazarene tonight, 5 runs on 8 hits and an error. Robert Morris, no runs on 3 hits. Here's the set. Runner going, pitch to the plate, almost a pitch out, although it wasn't called that way. And the throw down to second base too late. And Nathan Moonen has a stolen base. It wasn't looked like your classic pitch out where the catcher actually physically moves outside. But it had kind of a similar effect. So a 2-2 count here with Moonen aboard at second in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Low and inside. Good stop by Fox there, sliding over. And so the count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pasevicius in the stretch. And the payoff pitch. Swung on and drilled to right center field for a base hit. That ball was right in his wheelhouse, and it'll roll all the way, it looks like, to the warning track. Olivet will add to their lead at 6-0. Runner rounding second. Fisher going for 3. Head first dive. He's in safely with an RBI triple. And Olivet Nazarene leading at 6-0. That ball was smoked. Fisher got it over the heart of the plate, and he made Basevich's pay. So an RBI triple for Fisher. And here's Jacob Bultais. That ball was ripped, a low rocket that kept rolling and rolling. And 3 bases for Fisher. Now we're going to have a courtesy runner come into the game now for Olivet Nazarene. As coming in, Ben Seitz, freshman, 6 foot 170 from Seneca, South Carolina. And here's the first pitch. As batting now, Jacob Bultais, and he takes low for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And now meeting at the mound here, Robert Morris coach Jason Becker coming out to the mound. I believe that's been, the pronunciation is Seitz, S-E-I-T-Z. That's what the announcement was from official score and Pollock address announcer Luke Tanaka. As the meeting on the mound here for Robert Morris now, pitcher, catcher, coach, and all the infielders. And Olivet Nazarene commanding 6-0 lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Well, the meeting breaks up. And we're ready to resume. Well, with both Olivet Nazarene and St. Xavier advancing deep into the winner's bracket, whoever was going to go through the losing bracket had to go through Olivet Nazarene or St. Xavier. And that was going to be a tough order all the way around. There's a foul ball to the right out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Been very impressed with Olivet Nazarene, especially this year. They came in as the number 3 seed as they finished the season. Overall 30-14-1. There's a pitch over but low. 2-1 here to Jacob Bultais. And they went 19-8-1 during the CCAC campaign. We noted early in the tournament that one tie, I think it came midway through the year. Line drive right back up the box. It caroms off the mound towards second base. Throw there, not in time, and a run comes in to score. That one was ripped up the middle and hit the mound. Went to Broccolino at second. Made a great effort to get the ball to first, but just not in time. Seitz scores from third. 2 runs in. And it's now 7-0 Olivet Nazarene. And they are pulling away here in the 7th with a pair. And that'll be it for Alex Basevichus. So a new pitcher coming in for Robert Morris. As we're in the bottom of the 7th inning, and as we said, Olivet Nazarene pulling away. It's Olivet Nazarene 7 and Robert Morris nothing. Tell you about the new man on the mound after a break. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Frank Morales now on the pitch here for Robert Morris. He's had multiple appearances in this tournament, coming on here with a runner at first base, two away and a pair in the inning across. And here's the runner going to second base. Pull ties, and he will steal the bag. And another runner in scoring position as Braden Payne bats here against Morales. Well, the book on Basevich is not closed yet. He's responsible for the man on base. There's a ball outside to Payne, who popped out to the catchers last time up. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Payne, who was 1 for 3 in the game. Had an RBI single in the first inning. Takes here, and it's outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Payne. Well, this rally coming after the first 2 batters were retired here in the Olivet Nazarene 7th inning. Next pitch, low. And another runner on in scoring position here for the Tigers. 3-1 now to Braden Payne. Logan Matson would be next if the inning continues. 3 balls and a strike, and the pitch. Low and away, ball 4, and the inning does continue for Matson. So Morales comes out and walks the first man he faces. And here's Matson, who's had a good game tonight. 2 for 3. Pair of singles and an RBI and a run scored. Fouled out to right field his last time up. Morales comes set in the first pitch. That'll miss low and outside, 1-0. Matson out of the box. Looks like he was adjusting his batting glove there. And here's the set now and the pitch. That'll be high and tight, and it's 2-0. Approaching the 2-hour mark of this ball game. 2 balls and no strikes. And the delivery. That'll be a strike called on the outside edge. Goes to 2-1. Madsen singled and drove in a run in the first inning. Singled and then later scored in the 4th. That was the only run in the 4th inning for Olivet Nazarene. At the time, it gave them a 5-0 lead, which they held until this inning. Morales comes set in the pitch. Swinging a foul to the right side. 2-2 here. Two-two to Logan Matson. Ben DeYoung awaits on deck. Robert Morris trying to get this third out in what's been a bit of a bumpy 7th inning. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will, in fact, end the inning. But Olivet Nazarene adds to their lead as they pick up 2 runs in the frame on 2 hits, a pair of walks, no errors. And we go to the top of the 8th inning. It is Olivet Nazarene 7, Robert Morris nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball.
top of the 8th for Robert Morris. The designated hitter, Connor McLean.
We go to the top of the 8th inning. Robert Morris down to their final 6 outs as they trail now 7-0. Kenwell Dominguez rolling along here. The starter on the mound goes to work, and the first pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. McLean, Fox, and then back to the top of the order, and Adam Kinnair. Here's the wind of the next pitch. Swinging a grounder up the right side, foul, and that makes it 0-2. McLean, a pair of strikeouts tonight. One swinging and one looking. 7-0 Olivet. And if you're watching closely at our video feed there's a ball in the dirt or in the turf, you might say. You can see the raindrops beginning to fall on the window of our press box position here, our booth. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's the first out of the inning. We are on the northeast edge of a small cell of rain. More rain predicted to come in overnight. A little concern last night as we wrapped up play. Last night, the final game of the day wrapped up, and about 5 minutes later, there was a downpour. So that game ended just in time. Jacob Spasaro now will pinch hit for Jordan Fox for Robert Morris. Spasaro did start one game at first base in this tournament. First pitch to him here up high, and it's 1-0. And there was concern. The forecast looked pretty bleak, but so far we've been able to get everything in on time. Not only tonight, but really throughout the tournament, although it rains right now. Next pitch to Spasaro. Chop foul up the third base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Spasaro batting for Fox, who had gone 0 for 2. Top 8, 7-0 Olivet Nazarene. Seemingly cruising to a CCAC championship here. Next pitch, fastball high. 2 balls and a strike. Spasaro pinch hitting for Fox in the number 9 spot in the order. Here's the 2-1. Curve missed inside, 3 balls and a strike. Three and 1 to Spasaro. Right-handed batter awaits in the pitch. He goes after it, fouls it back this way out of play, and that runs it now to 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch missed inside, and Spasaro draws a 1-out walk here in the 8th inning. Spasaro, a senior, and like Mike Casterline, he hails from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Casterline will be back for another season after a stellar year this year. Rough outing tonight, but boy, a lot to be proud of. He was the CCAC Pitcher of the Year this year. There's a breaking ball in there for a called strike, 0-1 to Adam Kinnair. Kinnair grounded out to third base his last time up. He's 0 for 3 in the game. 1 on, 1 out, top of the 8th inning. 7-0 Olivet Nazarene the lead. Here comes the set and the pitch. Fastball high, and it's 1-1. Ricky Kemp next, and then Chris Broccolino. Here comes the 1-1 now from Kenwell Dominguez. And missed down and in. 2 balls and a strike here. Dominguez back on the rubber. Now he comes set. And the pitch. That'll be high. And I believe that'll make it 3-1. The pitching line, by the way, and Alex Pasevicius for Robert Morris. He had a good game. 6 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And even though he gave up a couple of runs, I think he kept his team at least with some hope throughout most of his outing. There's a swing and a foul back off to the right out of play. So 3-2. A couple of umbrellas now unfurled below us here in the lower bowl of seating at Route 66 Stadium. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's the second out of the inning. 2 away, and that'll bring up Ricky Kemp. Wind really blowing in now from left field. Boy, if you want to hit one out, it's going to have to be a poke. Anywhere, but especially the left field. Kemp 0 for 3, grounded out to the first baseman his first time up. That was unassisted. That was rather his last time up. And he hits one in the air here. Right center field, dropping quickly. 3 men converging on it. Running back, nicely done there by Matson, the second baseman. Reaching back and making the one-handed catch, and that'll end the inning. So Robert Morris again gets a base runner aboard, but cannot move him around. As in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's all Olivet Nazarene. They lead 7-0. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and the first pitch is swung on and popped up right side, foul territory. Todd Arsucci, the first baseman for Robert Morris, there to make the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out here as pinch hitting in that at bat. Was Gunnar Pullins for Olivet Nazarene. He came in to run, I believe, earlier on in the tournament, and he pops out here. And now that will send to the plate Mason Sherrill for Olivet Nazarene. So 1 away here as Pullins, by the way, wears number 32. He's a freshman from Valparaiso, Indiana. 1 ball, no strikes here now to Sherrill. Next pitch misses outside, and it is 2 balls and no strikes. We play in the bottom of the 8th inning. And it is a 7-0 Olivet Nazarene lead. Here's the set now by Frank Morales, and the pitch, and it'll be rolled to the right of the mound, and that got Sherrill. Boy, you could hear him grimace after he hit that ball. It rolled. I mean, it had to hit it with some force because it rolled all the way out toward Broccolino at second base. And you could, at least I could hear the reaction in my headset through the effects mic as Sherrill will now walk it off. 2 balls and a strike to him. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of 8. And it's a 7-0 Olivet lead. There's a swing and a foul to the left side of the play. Back into the left. So it's 2-2 on the board now to Sherrill. 8, 9, and 1 coming up in the order here for Olivet Nazarene. They are 3 defensive outs away from closing out this tournament. There's a ball low, making it 3-1 now. So far as we can tell, the defensive alignment stays the same here for Robert Morris. as that next pitch will miss outside, and that's a one-out walk for Sherrill. So Sherrill aboard, and we'll recycle back to the top of the Olivet Nazarene order. And Ryan Campbell will bat here for Olivet. Campbell grounded out to Broccolino his last time up. Has a walk as well, a run scored, and an RBI tonight. First pitch, and then a miss outside, and it is 1-0. One on, one out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 7-0, Olivet Nazarene the lead. Next pitch, misses way outside. 2-0 to Campbell. Looking ahead to the Robert Morris 9th inning, due up. We'll see if we have pinch hitters. Broccolino, Succi, and Duggar due up for Robert Morris. Here's the pitch. Strike on the inner edge. Runs it now to 2 balls and a strike. Well, along with St. Xavier, it's looking more and more like Olivet Nazarene will claim a berth to the NAIA World Series opening round. There's a swing and a foul back. 2-2 begins next week at some opening round sites around the country. They'll play the final phase again, I think right around Memorial Day weekend. Might be, I think it's Memorial Day weekend. It begins in Lewiston, Idaho. There's a pitch high for a ball. Runner will go for second base there, and a head first slide in safely for Sherrill for a stolen base. And I'm going to make sure I have that locale correctly here. We announced the preliminary sites. There's a swing and a foul back out of play. They were announced last week. The preliminary rounds begin on May the 13th, last through the 16th at campus sites around the nation. Swinging a line drive, base hit, ripped up the middle into center field. And the runner being held up at third base. Runners at first and third. As Campbell is on base for the second time in the ball game.
Center fielder, R.W.
And here's R.W. Reno. Well, I found the 2013 schedule anyway. For the NAIA World Series, I can tell you every game that happened in that event. Reno fly to center field his last time up. Takes the first pitch here, strike called on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. And it will be in Lewiston, Idaho. Had it right. There's a ball outside, runner from first going. With runners at first and third, the throw to second base is not in time. So Campbell is in at second base, runners at second and third. As the count is 1 ball and 1 strike to R.W. Reno. Base runner comes over here and hands something, maybe looks like a wristband of some kind. That was tossed back to the third base dugout as we play here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Robert Morris pulling the infield in all around here, trailing by 7. Here's the next pitch, and they try a squeeze that worked successfully earlier, but it was pushed foul to the left side by Reno. So that makes it 1-2. Runners at second and third. One away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Again, the infield in all around. And the pitch. Swinging away here, and it's bounced foul up the first base side. So it remains a two-strike situation here to Reno. Well, Robert Morris needing 2 wins to get to the NAIA World Series opening round. They have been there twice before. There's a ball over but low. I think they played their opening round games here. And they were the number 5 seed in both opening round events, and both times they lost in 2 games. There's the ball outside. So it's 3-2 to Reno. Left-handed batter waits the pitch, swinging a ground ball past a drawn-in Broccolino at second base into right field for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the second runner. The throw-off line up the first base line. The second runner scores. 2 more in for Olivet Nazarene, and they put an exclamation point on this game as they now lead at 9-0. Two-run single.
Third baseman,
for Reno. And here's Moonen. So Olivet Nazarene scoring right away, and they have not looked back. There's a swing and a foul to the right out of play, and it's 0-1. Moonen singled his last time up. Later came in to score. So a 5-0 lead is turned into a 9-0 lead with 2 runs in the 7th and 8th. There's a swing and a high pop-up right side out of play. Lands on the roof, and it's 0-2 to Nathan Moonen. So a pair in here in the 8th inning. And Moonen at first. Oh, and 2, beg your pardon. Reno at first, Moonen batting in the pitch. Missing outside, and it's 1-2. Tyler Fisher waiting on deck. And the pitch from Morales. A little bit low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Both bullpens are quiet. So Morales will have to get out of this on his own here. Kicks and fires, runner going, swinging a ground ball to the right side. Morales snares it nicely, and he'll toss to first for the out. Good play there. That ball, it looked like, was ticketed for right center field. So Moonen retired. 2 down in the inning.
The first baseman.
And here's Tyler Fisher. Fisher, a base hit, a ground out, a line out, and then a walk. Beg your pardon, a triple that drove in a run. First pitch to him here, misses outside, and it's 1-0. This, in a way, kind of prolonging the agony in this situation for the team that's behind. But you got to get the outs here. There's a swing and a miss on a breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike, so not a lot of drama here in this championship round opening game. Olivet Nazarene closing in on the championship title. Memory serves, I believe Trinity Christian took it last year. And the pitch. And that'll be low and away. 2-1. First year the tournament's been held here. Great venue. I say that, to be honest, somewhat selfishly. Great venue to call a game. Great venue to watch a game. I've seen called numerous games here over the years. There's a ball outside. 3-1 to Tyler Fisher. The only drawback, the weather. Had a nice day on Saturday, but then it got cool. It was warm early yesterday, and then it cooled off later on. And today, just a raw, windy day. There's a wave and a miss. 3-2 to Tyler Fisher. 2-out runner at second base. Greatly run tournament as well by the host school, the University of St. Francis. which is about maybe, not more than 5 minutes from here. There's a ball low and outside, and that'll extend the inning as Fisher is aboard with a 2-out base on balls. Runners at first and second for Jacob Bultice now. Meeting at the mound here, well, there won't be a new pitcher unless they bring somebody in from the field, which is not unprecedented, but it won't happen here, I don't think. And nobody warming up in the bullpen. Our great thanks to the St. Francis staff. Athletic Director Dave Laquetta, Sports Information Director Luke Tanaka, and all those associated with putting on this event. Lost track of the number of years. I think it's 8 years. Time is flying by, friends. 8 years, I think it's been called this event. There's a swing and a fly ball to center field. Moving back, Adam Kinnair for Robert Morris. Underneath it, and he has it to end the inning. But in the inning, Olivet Nazarene adds a couple more, as in the frame, 2 runs on a pair of hits. No errors, looks like 2 left on base. Last chance here for Robert Morris. They need 9 to pull even. We go to the 9th inning. It is Olivet Nazarene 9, Robert Morris nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, we go to the 9th inning. Austin Nelson will pinch hit here to begin the 9th inning for Robert Morris. Pinch hitting for Chris Broccolino. And the first pitch swung on and missed. The next pitch is outside for a ball 1-1 to Austin Nelson. Kenwell Dominguez trying to throw a complete game here. There is action in the Olivet bullpen. As the next pitch, missing inside, 2 balls and 1 strike here. Top of the 9th inning, 9-0, Olivet Nazarene the lead. Dominguez trying to close out a complete game shutout performance to pitch his team to the championship. There's a strike on Nelson, 2-2. He began to swing, looked like he checked it up, but strike either way to make it, as we said, 2-2. Rain is halted here for the moment. Mentioning as well, the end of the last half inning, I think it's my 8th year we began calling the tournament. I began calling the tournament. There was a swing and a foul as the streaming began. I think it was in 2011. And called that for the first few years at Oil City Stadium in Whiting, Indiana. Then it moved to Hoffer Field in Elgin, Illinois, on the campus of Judson University. There's a called third strike. So Nelson punched out here for the first out of the 9th inning. And that'll bring up Todd or Suchi do up. Looks like it'll be Eddie Blonsky, I believe, to pinch it here now for Robert Morris. Yet Blonsky, a senior from Lake Zurich, Illinois. It has been a fun project once again this year. There's a ball outside, 1-0. Fun time. Also, my thanks to Terry Bonadonna for giving me a chance to take a break, calling a game each of the first 3 days on which there's 4 games of the tournament. There's a number up the first baseline foul, and that caught Blonsky, and he is going to try to walk that off there. Cannot be pleasant on a cold night like tonight. So Blonsky will be allowed to walk it off here. So my thanks to Terry Bonadonna. And my thanks to the conference for allowing me to call the games again here in 2019. As I said, it's always a fun week, a lengthy week, but it's always enjoyable. Always get to see some great baseball every spring. There's a swing and a miss. And I wonder if Blonsky could turn on that tender foot there, as he really couldn't, it looked like, put a lot behind it, and he's behind it 1-2. Dominguez into the wide, and the 1-2. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, and that's the second out of the inning. So Blonsky caught looking, and that'll bring up David Duggar, who will hit for himself. One last time, he's one of the Robert Morris seniors. Duggar lined out to left, to center field his last time up. Made great contact, but hit it right at R.W. Reno, and the Olivet Nazarene players on the bench leaning against the railing at the front of the dugout in anticipation. As they are 1 out away, here's the first pitch to Duggar. Swing and a miss. Oh, he had a mighty cut there, and he came up empty, and it's 0-1. Duggar swinging freely there. Duggar is 0 for 2 with a walk. He's also reached on an error, and there's a swing and a miss. And Duggar and Robert Morris down to their final strike. Olivet Nazarene 1 strike away. No balls, 2 strikes. Dominguez, the bullpen now quiet again. Dominguez looking to finish off really a fantastic performance here tonight. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. And the celebration begins as the Olivet Nazarene Tigers pile on the front edge of the mound. They are the 2019 Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference baseball champions, and they will go on to the NAIA World Series opening round. Dominguez strikes out the side for the 3rd time in the game. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Final totals in the game: 9 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for Olivet Nazarene. And for Robert Morris, just not much going on offensively here. Dominguez too much, as they had no runs, 3 hits, and no errors. Great run for Robert Morris comes to an end as Olivet Nazarene. They played 4 times this year, these 2 teams, and Olivet wound up winning 3 of the 4 games. Fist bumps here at home plate as Olivet Nazarene will claim the 2019 Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference Baseball Championship.
For the victorious Tigers, 9 runs on 12 hits and 1 error for Robert Morris.
So it'll be Olivet Nazarene and St. Xavier to continue in the NAIA World Series opening round. Time of that ball game, right around 2 hours and I think 19. And so Olivet Nazarene now will gather again in the middle of the field. And they will be presented with the championship plaque, the championship hardware. As Olivet Nazarene, a very deserving champion. They won the final game in dominating fashion. As they won their opening game, 3-0 over St. Ambrose. Then topped St. Francis 3-1. Edged out St. Xavier last night in that 7-6 13 inning game. And then tonight they put up 9 on the board and defeat Robert Morris by a score of 9-0. Robert Morris' team gathered down the right field line. As you can see, the celebration continuing here for Olivet Nazarene, as they went through the tournament undefeated. Did not have to go through the losers bracket. And this tournament comes to a close. Well, again, as always, we say a great thank you to all of you who tuned in throughout the tournament. We began last Friday morning as Robert Morris defeating Trinity Christian in the first game. Conference Sports Information Director Dave Laquetta out now to get ready to make the presentation here.
Head coach Todd Reed and the captains of the Olivet Nazarene University Tigers to receive the 2019.
As the coach and the captains now will be asked to come out to accept the trophy presentation. Olivet continuing to celebrate there. If you can see on our video stream, near kind of halfway between third base and shortstop.
At this time, we'd like to invite head coach Todd Reed and the Olivet Nazarene University captains to receive.
And now again, head coach Reed and the captains
championship plaque.
being invited to come here to the home plate area. And again, Dave Laquetta with a handshake presents the plaque and smiles for the cameras here. As Olivet Nazarene, congratulations to the Tigers, your 2019 CCAC baseball champions. So again, we thank you all for tuning in throughout the tournament. Hope you enjoyed the broadcasts. As again, Olivet Nazarene's team now celebrates again as they head to the NAIA World Series opening round. And again, my thanks to the conference. Great time calling the game since last Friday. We wrap it up for 2019, and we will certainly hope to see you back in 2020. So the final again here in round one, and as it turns out, the opening and only round of the CCAC Championship Tournament's final round. The Olivet Nazarene Tigers 9. And the Robert Morris University Eagles, nothing. Congratulations to St. Xavier and Olivet Nazarene for moving on to the NAIA World Series. Hope you all have a great summer, and we look forward again to seeing you next year. On behalf of all who went on this tournament, again, great thanks to Luke Tanaka and Dave Laquetta. Thanks to all of you again. And again, we hope to see you in 2020. Either way, until we speak to you again, have a great summer. And from Route 66 Stadium in Joliet, Illinois, this is Tom Westenfeld. We wish you all, from Joliet, a very pleasant good night.